This is like a really, really, really great time for Stephen King film adaptations. Like, we got It in September, and then Doctor Sleep in November. I mean, both were amazing. Oh, clearly, by the title, I'm doing a Doctor Sleep movie review, and I just want to make this short and sweet. So immediately, Ewan McGregor's acting, it was phenomenal. The young girl who played Abra, amazing. Rebecca Ferguson, I believe that's her name. Very, very, very compelling villain. It was so good. Some parts were a little bit creepy. Like, I'm sorry, Jacob Tremblay, for your little brief scene. That was sad. A little bit of it was gory, which is, it's a horror movie, so that's great. Oh, and the references, the flashbacks, everything involving the Stanley Kubrick The Shining movie. Oh my god, that was amazing. Just having everything basically exactly the same from that movie. So cool. And apparently they used 3 shots from the original film, which at first when you're watching the movie, and if you've seen The Shining, you might be able to tell when it's like the introductory shot in the film when they're going to the Overlook Hotel, and it's just that really long silent, and not silent but like creepy car driving scene, the overhead shot of them just going there. And I felt like when they did the in Doctor Sleep, when they were showing like the little brief island thing, like, no, that's impossible. They could not like recreate that. That has to be from the movie. But I also thought that it might be like the elevator scene with the blood. I was wrong about that scene. The only scenes that they used from the Kubrick film was those helicopter shots of like driving to the hotel, which makes sense because who knows, either it like costs a lot of money or they can't really recreate it anymore. But still, everything else they recreated so well, like going back and showing little Danny and Wendy and Jack. Apparently the guy who plays Jack Torrance, that's the guy from E.T. That's Elliot from E.T. His acting is always amazing. He was great in The Haunting of Hill House. So this movie was filled with amazing actors. The cinematography, so good. One scene I would like to point out is when Rose is trying to like locate where Abra is. Personally, I thought it was really cool when she went from the top of like the RV, and you see like her just in the sky and then facing the earth, and then slowly she's going towards the house. I thought that was really cool, but then it did like extend for a longer period of time, which made it feel a little bit, I don't know if goofy is the right word, but if they kept it like short and sweet, that would have been so much better. And the scene in the grocery store when Abra's trying to like go into her mind, and she's like, the glass breaks and she's pushed way back. That's amazing. The story overall, so I haven't actually read Doctor Sleep. I know it's definitely not entirely true to the source material. No film adaptations of a book is ever 100% gonna be the same, so I think they did an amazing job. Like, it was so sad at the very end with Danny's fate, but it was also bittersweet in a way, which is one of the things that makes this movie amazing. I know there have been possibly like a few, maybe more than a few complaints about the runtime. I think 2.5 hours for a movie is great. As long as they're utilizing every minute in the movie and they're not just using that to like either fill time or they have like a scene that doesn't need to be there. Personally, I thought a lot of the stuff in the film was definitely like not done just to be like, okay, here's this, we're just trying to think of what else to do, because a lot of movies that have really long run times, sometimes they don't really use all of their time to the best like advantage. But yeah, that was something I thought was really good about the movie. Just one more mention, I love the fact that in Danny's mind, when he locks up all those Overlook monsters, ghost spirits, that when he does that, you see just the creepy maze and then all the boxes collected. The maze is definitely a huge part in the original movie, so that was also another great nod. I'm not sure if they do it in the book or not, but again, this really makes me want to go read the book now, but Stephen King has a lot of really good books, and I still need to start reading it. But yeah, if you guys like this video, give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe to the button below, comment what your favorite part about Dr. Sleep is, or your favorite Stephen King book, or film adaptation, or even like a book that you want of his to have a film adaptation. Just anything. Because we really need more Stephen King books adapted to the big screen, because they're almost always so great, so creepy, so terrifying, which is what we need in horror movies. So yeah, thank you, and here's Johnny.